MotoWorks is a traditional motorcycle shop that focuses on vintage and BMW primarily, but we also are a little bit unique. We're also a bit of a social center and a place where people can come and participate in the work that's being done on their bikes.
All right, so what is your name and what is your role here?
My name's Brooke Farquhar, and I kind of manage this place overall. I started it and I built it about 7 years ago. Now it's become a full-time endeavor. We have a DIY component as part of our business model. So create an environment where people can come in and participate in the work that's being done on their motorcycle has been just a tremendous boon to what we do here.
My name is Ed Rodriguez and I come here to work on my motorcycles that I have. I like coming here because these guys are full of knowledge, insight, and their history is pretty amazing. And besides the knowledge base, it's cool. It's cool being here. Getting to see all the different motorcycles and learning how to use the different tools and things is just great.
RL and I met in 1978, the first job that I ever had in the motorcycle business, and like it or not, he can't get rid of me.
Clean part is a happy part.
Geez, the last time I was interviewed, it was for Cafe Racer magazine. I'm RL Brooks, and here at MotoWorks, I'm a partner in the business, and as a more of a part-time guy than the other two, I live 70 miles from here, and so I work on some longer-term projects like the Norton behind me, which is getting everything on it fixed, rewired, ice-elastics gone through, and many, many other things. And so I tend to do the longer-term projects and also just adding some sage advice from the 50 years I've been in the motorcycle business. I met Jinks just from when he was here moonlighting, working evenings, working on BMWs, and then, of course, now he's here all the time, and we work together real well. We sort of complement each other with the things we know, and of course, he knows a lot more about BMWs, and I know more about Honda, so it works out nicely.
I've been going by for years. I mean, I ride my bicycle back and forth here all the time, and I keep seeing an unusual bike or a cool bike out front, so finally the door was open, and I just turned in, and sure enough, he had a BMW on the table, and I'm like, I know a lot about that bike. And within days, I came back, and we started doing work together, and then it became really apparent over the course of 6 months. I wasn't particularly happy where I was in my age and everything, that this would be a no-brainer to full-time here.
We hit it off, and we just started booking a little additional work in for him to come and do in the evenings. And he would work on motorcycles all day and still have the energy and the enthusiasm to come here and continue to work on motorcycles. And that's an incredibly rare thing. So we just started to discuss the idea of becoming a partner here and turning it into a bona fide, sanctified, full-time thing. There's only so many instruments a one-man band can play. So to have the knowledge base and experience pool that comes along with having Mike here and having RL here, as they say, greater than the sum of its parts, it becomes so much more than just what each one of us individually does. It's so much bigger and so much better. The other perspectives make it 10 times better.
Sometimes you'll work with a friend or something on a bike, and it's not a good fit because they're not on the same wavelength. So when you have two people like Brooke and RL, it makes things a lot easier, because particularly like when you're troubleshooting something, you'll put out an idea and they'll respond, and then it'll go from there, opposed to say something and then get in a fight with someone about that it's right or wrong. So it's very conducive.
What does MotoWorks bring to the community?
On a philosophical level, what we had always wanted to do from the very beginning was give something back. This sport has provided so many incredibly rewarding and rich experiences for me that we wanted to do something that would bring people back into the sport that had been away from it for a while, bring beginners into the sport, and provide the sense of community like what would have been found at a motorcycle dealership back when I started.
I've been in the business so long, I didn't realize the need for community because I always had it. But in fact, people that ride motorcycles do really need to be in a community with other people that ride them to learn and also just to, you know, hang out together.
How much longer do I plan to continue doing this? For as long as they let me, or until I fall over dead at the lathe and somebody comes in later in the day and the lathe's spinning and I'm just laying there with a smile on my face and I've shuffled off this mortal coil.
Okay. All right, I think that's it. You nailed it.
I can't say enough nice things about these guys from the short time I've known them. I love what they're doing for the community, and I certainly wish I lived closer. But if you happen to be in the area, stop by. I'm sure they'd love to show you around the shop.
You want to know why they call me RL, right?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Why don't you tell me right now?
Okay. When I went to work at Cycles Inc. in 1975, I was the fourth Richard. So Rick, Ricky, and Richard were all taken. Ever since then, in the motorcycle business, I've been RL. We took a little Honda 50 that a grandfather bought for his grandson, and, oh, hey, okay,
No worries.
we'll go again. All right.